Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here for our AEW Dynamite live reaction. Tonight is the Owen Hart Cup Finals for both the women and men. So it should be we'll see what kind of show it's going to be.
Yeah, we'll see.
We have a pretty good match. We reacted to both these matches when they were live on Dynamite. Brian Anderson, Hector Page, we go back. One was on Winter Is Coming, and the other was on the first episode when AEW went to TBS. They're both on here. Reacting to part 2. This is part 3 of the series, and there's the Owen Hart Cup Finals. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of predictable who's going to win this, but we'll see.
We'll see how Tony plays it.
Who is the women's finals? No Willow. It's Willow and someone.
I was going to ask you the same question, honestly.
I haven't really been keeping up with the. Well, I was there in Collision. Who did they have? I'm trying to remember. If anyone does not know, me and Chris went to Collision this past Saturday, and we got to see Hangman and Jay White, and that was actually that was the best match from the entire show. This last Saturday, that was the best match. There were some other good matches. They taped some nights for Rampage this Friday. That's some Ring of Honor stuff. Maria Shavir came out, and I was done with it.
Man, you're done when she came out, huh?
And I wasn't the only person to say this, but when me and Chris were leaving, once her music started playing, I said, "All right, I'm out of here." I heard someone else. Oh shit, she's here. Let's go.
Oh damn!
So it wasn't just me that was leaving out of there.
It's all right. Let's beat the traffic.
Yeah, we got out of there. We beat a lot of traffic. Really, there was no traffic because everybody then left. Ring of Honor started. Ring of Honor isn't what it used to be. It's more of a dark show.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some good matches on here. Nothing really that stood out. Yeah,
I hate to admit it, but I haven't been keeping up with Ring of Honor as much as I should. I hate to admit that.
I don't keep up with it, period. So I don't keep up with it at all.
Last week, at the end of Dynamite, I'll be honest with you guys, I was appalled. I'm disgusted, but being honest, I ain't surprised.
Yeah, Will Ospreay opening the show.
Rumors about MJF.
I like his Wolf jersey though. That's pretty cool.
I've heard rumors that you are one of the most insecure men in pro wrestling.
This promo isn't starting.
You showed it. Because you're a guy.
You heard a rumor. Have you not been watching AEW since it became a thing? You know how MJF is.
Have you seen the ridicule and bashing that Ospreay's gotten lately on Twitter and Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
People have just been bashing him for some reason. I don't know why.
I know his promo skills aren't really that good. From what we've seen on AEW, I think that he's used to the New Japan Pro Wrestling style things of just having a match. And, New Japan does those backstage interviews, like press conferences type thing. And he's not really used to cutting a promo in front of an audience. And that's where he's lacking. But if he's going to learn that from anyone, it'll probably be a heel MJF.
Johnny says Dave Meltzer might be the reason.
Probably.
I wouldn't put it past Dave.
Listen, right? I've only had a few interactions with MJF, and I can already tell you don't like me. And I think
I mean, honestly speaking, Ospreay's gotten a lot better on the mic from where from when he started in AEW. You gotta give him that. Mike's, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us again.
Reason number 2. Apparently, I am a talentless.
He's getting better at looking at the camera. You gotta, give him that one too.
Welcome that opinion, but
Yeah, he's gonna a little bit better. But if he's gonna go against a heel MJF,
very well educated.
he's gonna get scolded.
Oh yes, he's gonna get
He's gonna get. He doesn't got a chance.
slaughtered.
Because MJF has already had a Hall of Fame career, more of a Hall of Fame career than Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
MJF has beaten Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson. Those 4 right there is it's a Hall of Fame career, I'd say. Oh, he also beat Diamond Dallas Page in 2020. If anyone remembers
Yeah, I
that.
totally forgot about that. I forgot about
DDP.
his match with DDP.
Yeah, he wrestled on Diamond Dallas Page. He wrestled with AEW one time.
Oh yeah, I remember that promo that he said about his daughter. Yeah, okay, it's all coming back now.
No, he also beat Bryan Danielson and Moxley. That was him too.
About myself, you selfish little prick. Because if you were going to be honest, that's all you care about. You only care about yourself. And I'll be honest with you guys, I feel that the moment I step foot in AEW, I've been cleaning up after someone else's mess. And I found the guy that I need to clean up after.
That doesn't sound right.
I respect this, Max. Trust me.
Yeah,
The whole act, right?
that sounds like something else.
Some people, are going to cheer for their scumbag, and I welcome it because that's the best version of MJF, and it's been the same old shit for about 5 years now, but it's still the best version of you, right? I welcome it and allow me to show you that level of the devil is ground floor and I'm on the top floor, skyscraper, bruv.
Skyscraper, bruv.
This time, Max.
Yeah.
This time, I'm not in England grieving after my nan passed away. I'm here in Calgary and I'm after a fight. So if you're back there, get your ass back here.
Don't ever put him with the mic. Like, when the show opens, don't ever put him with the mic on. Don't.
He's trying. He's giving it the old
At
college
least put
try.
him in the show. Because now, he's going to get slaughtered now.
Well, yeah, you bring MJF on the mic.
Well,
where is MJF?
but he's not even there tonight. He's not even there. I bet him just not even there. I like the new TitanCon though for MJF.
It is.
Kind of a darker version.
He's not there coming from behind.
Up here. Yeah, you're doing great. There you go.
Okay, that's funny.
Oh, you thought I was going to come out there. No, Will. You deserve the privilege of being that close to my greatness. Nor do I want to have to deal with inhaling their vile stench. I think we can all agree I deserve better than that. Now, William,
Sipping on the bubbly backstage.
they thought we're top guys, and guess what?
I think that's outdated
My
now.
feet.
I wonder if they still sell those.
You know what you are, Will? You're just
I actually tried it. It's not bad, honestly.
I'm a flavor of the millennia. I don't have to murder myself to get them interested in me. I just have to speak.
After this promo, I'll show some of the comments.
Little dancing toy monkey. Eventually, they're gonna wind you up, watch you play your thimbles, and realize you've seen your routine. They'll grow tired of it, and then they're gonna throw you out in the trash just like they tried to do to me. Difference is, I'm not replaceable. You, on the other hand,
It's funny because MJF is everything sports entertainment, but it works in
I
AEW.
call the next flippy guy the best in the world. I've only been in this sport for 10 years, and I've managed to see 10 of you come and go. Great wrestlers are a dime
That's pretty true,
here
though.
today, gone tomorrow.
That's kind of a hint at Ricochet that Will Ospreay is irreplaceable easily.
So you want to
It's
wrestle
Ricochet. Like,
You want MJF
Yep.
tonight?
we already know I'm getting it.
I'm not like you, Will.
I already know
Wrestle
that.
for fun. I don't wrestle for their amusement. I wrestle for a purpose and the betterment of all elite wrestling. So I got a little proposition for you. Say next week, MJF versus Will Ospreay for the International Championship.
Why next week?
For the first time in your career,
That should be pay-per-view stuff, though, man.
All In's coming up. Why is it on a regular
until
Dynamite?
you start seeing them.
That's stupid.
Maybe Tony's trying to push some ratings up. I don't know. But that's a pay-per-view caliber type match.
If tonight's match with Danielson and
Adorable.
Danielson Hangman doesn't draw ratings, then it just
I'll see you next week, you little bitch.
something tells me they're going to do a triple threat because I really don't want to see MJF and Daniel Garcia at All In. That's really not a pay-per-view. Well, it could work on like All Out or Full Gear, but on All In, like that's their WrestleMania type show. Like you kind of want MJF to go against that big name and Will Ospreay. I like Daniel Garcia, but he's not a big name for a show like that. He's not a big name.
Not yet. I mean, I wouldn't say he's at that level yet. But like, give it another couple of, maybe a year or two. Give it another year or two. He could be at that level, but I wouldn't say he's at that level like right now.
MJF MJF's the top star. He's really their last star after losing Punk and Sting and a few others. He's their last real star. And I feel like you'd want him to go against someone. Last year he went against Adam Cole. Adam Cole's definitely not going to be at All In this year. I really don't want to see that anymore. They've kind of drugged that out too much. Rather than just do MJF and like just do a triple threat at that point. Do MJF, Ospreay, and Garcia.
Why not?
But preferably, I'd just rather see MJF and Ospreay at All In. Because now, if they try to do it again at All In, it's not going to mean anything. Because we've already seen it.
I mean, MJF would have to go over in that one.
I don't know. It just seems like a ratings grab that they're probably not going to get anyways.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
You watch, they put MJF and Ospreay, and they just get 700,000. When in reality, that match should get at least 950,000.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just not. I'd rather see that match All In. This is their WrestleMania. They should be putting a match like that on. I don't know. We'll see how they do that. It just feels like a ratings grab that they're not going to get. They're just.
I mean, I think that's what it is.
If they're that desperate for ratings, then golly. At that point, I mean, the NBA still with WB. I know WWE's kind of done it already, but I don't know. Do something out of the box.
Right.
Or Tony Khan steps down as Booker. And that probably would help. I'd solve a lot of issues. But I prefer them to get Scott Demora. Anyone knows who Scott Demora is? He's the head. He was the head booker of TNA. He tried to buy TNA, but he has non-compete clause that expires in February. So if AEW wanted to try to sign Scott Demore, they couldn't do it until February.
Yeah. I
I
feel like
prefer,
he'd be a huge asset, though.
I prefer them bring back their brand split. Well, actually, do a hard brand split because they've got a lot of people. Like, do a hard brand split, and if Shane McMahon is coming to AEW, have Shane McMahon the kayfabe wise. Shane McMahon, the GM of Collision, and the Elite as the GMs of Dynamite. And Tony Khan is just he's basically like, just look at the Ruthless Aggression era. You know, you had Eric Bischoff and Teddy Long, and Vince McMahon was the boss, basically. So he could overturn anything. But Scott Demore could book the show, like actually book. He could book Collision probably, or might as well just give Scott Demore both shows. I know Will Ospreay was talking about it, and he said that he could book ROH. But if you're just bringing in Scott Demore to book ROH, then it's just a lost cause. Because Ring of Honor is not going to go anywhere. You know, Ring of Honor is like Ring of Honor isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to stay on Honor Club. I would prefer seeing Scott Demore on AEW and booking AEW stuff. I mean, last week's Dynamite was probably the best Dynamite in a long time. You know, probably months. That was the best Dynamite in a long, long, long time. I mean, they're on a good track. I mean, they've had a few good shows this year. Let me go back to some of his comments. Yeah, he probably is. A lot of wrestlers take Dave Meltzer says to heart too much. Mike, thanks for watching. Dave Meltzer wants to face MJF's Texas Deathmatch. Again, not from collision. I thought MJF's promo was a pretty good promo. And the reason he probably didn't like it was because he mentioned Meltzer. If anyone caught that, he mentioned his name. And MJF cuts better promos than Will Ospreay. Aided from the. Yes and no. Yes, they. First, let me for some reason no, they didn't because they got so many people signed to AEW that at this point it's going to be impossible to use anybody. That's why I'm saying a brand split or something to get more people used. The women are still very limited in AEW. They still only get one match per show. We have seen an expansion of storylines with the women, like Deonna, Thunder Rosa, now Mercedes, Britt Baker. The women's Tony's been feuding with Serena Deeb. She feuded with that Japanese woman. She's been feuding with different people. So I'd say we're at 3 women's storylines, but they don't. They don't escalate much. And they get more story time, but don't get much ring time. That's why a brand split I feel like would help that. But one of the reasons that she may not have signed to AEW because she was at AEW Forbidden Door. She went against Mercedes Moné, and that was a really good match. She may have saw that there's a lot of people not getting used. AEW has a lot of good women like Taya Valkyrie. Who else? You got Taya Valkyrie. You got Mercedes Martinez, Diamante. A lot of these good women not being used because the women are they're held back a lot. So that might have been a reason. And because if anyone does not know, she was backstage for WWE NXT Heatwave. And Heatwave is probably going to end up being the best wrestling pay-per-view of the entire year. If anyone hasn't seen that yet, definitely recommend seeing it. It was a very, very good pay-per-view, and she was backstage for that. And the women got 2 matches out of that whole show, which is not much, but the pay-per-view only had 6 matches in the main show and 1 on the pre-show, 2 women's matches in total. In entirety, NXT and WWE does use the women a lot more than AEW does. So that could have been another reason why she wanted to go to WWE instead. But they've got so many people that I think AEW needs to figure out how they're going to use who they already have. Instead of trying to add more and more and more and more and more people, they got to readjust their roster, maybe make some cuts. I know I hate to say make cuts because you never want to see anyone lose their job, but you got a lot of people. You can't keep everybody. I mean, I remember what Tony Khan said in 2019 before AEW started that you cannot sign everyone you think is good. You can't hire everyone you like because number one, you want to use a variety of your talents, and two, you just want to sign people just to sign them. That's what kind of AEW is doing. They have lost some people and they've let some people go in the mix of things, but we'll see. I'm excited for. I don't really know much about Stephanie. I did watch her match from Forbidden Door. Besides that, she looked pretty good, but she'll be starting with NXT. Shawn Michaels confirmed on Twitter, so that's a done deal. But I think AEW should be focusing on who they already have. Try to cut some people that don't need to be there, that you won't lose sleep over, and start figuring out ways to use more people. And a brand split could help these titles a little bit because you got the tag and trios, and one always overshadows the other. I feel like if you separate the titles too, that it will give both the tag and trios division a better way to use more of its teams, I guess. Even if you do a soft brand split, that would be great. Have the tag primarily on Dynamite, trios primarily on Collision. Collision, they've been doing the trio stuff with the Bullet Club Gold, the Christian Cage's team. Death Triangle is back as a team. Both all 3 members are healthy now. You got Dark Order. Storyline wise, I think Malachi Black and it's just Malachi and Brody. I think this is a kayfabe. Buddy Matthews is not actually hurt. So that's another team you got. You got Acclaim and Billy Gunn. You got who else? You could use the New Elite if you needed to. The Young Bucks and Jack Perry, or Young Bucks and Okada. Blackpool Combat Club. So you got enough of those teams to really do it. But then tag team wise, you got plenty of them. So yeah, that's what I think about that. I think that could really help AEW in the long run. And AEW is top heavy a lot. You got a lot of big names. If you separate everybody to an extent, it would get, because when Punk had his brand split, we saw guys like Ricky Starks, Hobbs, House of Black, Miro. None of these guys would get used hardly at all before the soft brand split. Then once they started doing that, we've seen a lot more people being used, and that could help. We get one for this match. Personally, I am going for Bryan Danielson in this match, but I feel like Hangman's going to win. I feel like it's a given. Hangman's probably going to win. But I like to see Bryan Danielson win because this is his final year wrestling full time, so I would like to see him get one more big match at All In. He didn't even wrestle last year at All In. He was injured. And Bryan Danielson's busted open. And Jeff Jarrett, I guess he's the champion, the trophy presenter, I guess. Last year, the Owen Hart tournament was primarily on Collision. And if you guys remember, the finals were Punk and Starks. Starks won, and Houston Thunder Liger was the trophy presenter. And this year it's Jeff Jarrett. I don't think the first year they had a trophy presenter. It was just they just gave the trophies and titles to them. They didn't really have a presenter. Mr. Jacobs will be back shortly as his computer went down. So if anyone was curious why he's not on, that's why. So yeah, Bryan Danielson's pretty busted open. Also, if anyone hasn't, definitely go check out AEZ Canada from yesterday. I wasn't on, but it was a pretty good episode. I watched it. Definitely go check out AEZ Canada if you haven't. It's a very good show. Matt's been doing a lot of hard work over there. I'm trying to rebuild that brand, get some new people on there. And also, Talking Elite is tomorrow night, so definitely go check out Talking Elite. Brad, I was Collision. I guess you mean when I went this past weekend. Yeah, it was a good show. If you watched Collision, I thought the best match was Hangman and Jay White. That was the best match the entire night. Like Christian Cage getting involved, and I thought that was a really good match. I won't spoil Rampage if anyone is interested in that, but the Fatal 4 they had was a very good match. Uh, it was a good match. They had some other ones. Claudio was on there. That was an interesting match because the guy, not Claudio, the other guy, ran into the cameraman. I don't know if anyone caught that on TV or not. Um, who else was on there? Deanna Perrazzo was on Rampage. Thunder Rosa was on Rampage. It was a pretty good night of wrestling. It was a pretty good decent match. There you
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry for that technical difficulty. Everything just shut down on me. I had to restart everything. But I'm back. All right. All right, am I coming in okay?
Yeah, yeah, sound good.
All right, cool. It's a damn fire match, though. I got violent fast. That was a nice kick to the face that Hangman took, though. Hello, Darla. Thanks for joining us tonight. Oh my god, there's so many commercials. I am still on commercials. Was going for another suplex? Oh snap! Off the top. Oh, Darla's going to Dynamite next Wednesday. That's awesome. That ought to be fun. Oh, that was a nice reversal. Counted that into a tombstone. That was awesome.
They're gonna try to make this match go an hour. I feel like that's how their last two matches were. They went over an hour. That's what probably
The
happens
cool,
here.
yeah. Cool thing is that they can make this rivalry last as long as they want to. Really.
As long as it gives a good match. I'm sure Tony's happy with it.
Oh, ouch.
Ooh, that could have been. He's lucky there. He's lucky.
Ow. Yeah. They're beating the hell out of each other tonight. This is awesome.
I wonder what would have happened if they were questioning the trophy. So if it was right there, like what would have happened? Oh, speaking of crashing things, when I was at Collision, I don't think anyone caught this on TV, but Claudio versus some masked dude, he did a move and ran right into the damn cameraman. Like
Really? I
yeah,
didn't
like
catch that.
yeah, like looked. I don't know if he was during commercial break or what, but he did a move and bam, he hit the damn cameraman. Like it seemed like there was a lot of miscommunication in that match, and maybe the guy didn't know how to work TV. Like working TV and working just a regular event is very different. Because
Right.
yeah, because there's cameras everywhere. even when you walk out to its entrance, it's totally different.
Oh, is that Seventh Heaven? That spinning power driver?
So,
I haven't seen anybody pull a Seventh Heaven in a long time. Like one of those spinning, like a spinning little power driver. Like
doesn't
half a
matter.
spin, really.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Be funny if Jeff Jarrett calls Hangman. That's
Why
what
is he even out there?
I'm guessing he's the presenter of the trophy. Like last year, Jason Thunder Liger presented the Owen Hart Tournament trophy. I
Oh,
don't know
okay,
if
that makes sense.
I guess that's why he's out there. Like they started doing that last year.
Yeah, because Owen and Jeff were pretty close, so they were pretty good friends. So that makes sense.
I wonder if anyone else has. Mark Henry's not there anymore. Did Big Show ever work with Owen Hart?
Yeah,
I don't know.
him and Owen Hart are pretty cool.
I mean, I know Big Show shouldn't really be in the ring, but he said he wants to wrestle a few more years. So I mean, utilize him somehow. I mean, I like to see Big Show or Lance Archer or something like that. That would be kind of
Uh,
interesting.
I mean, if Big Show's in the proper shape and if he's feeling up to it and if he can actually go, I mean, why not? I just don't want to see the man hurt himself because because he may feel like he wants to go, but his body may say another thing. You know what I mean?
I want to see Big Show go on the top rope and do a 450 splash
That'd be sick. You ever seen him do an elbow drop? He's done a missile drop kick too. He's done a missile drop kick off the top rope.
from his WCW days. I've seen him do stuff like that, but I never seen him
Yeah,
do a 450 splash or something like that.
that'll be sick,
Uh,
man.
I'm guessing he's the trophy presenter. Like whoever wins for men and women, he's gonna give them the trophy. I guess that's why he's out there.
Hmm.
I want to see Big Show versus Marco Stunt. No, that is a match that Big Show wanted to do. He wanted to either go against Marco Stunt or team up with Marco Stunt. That would be a
Okay.
that
It'd
would
be
be a
cool to
cool
see
match.
them versus each other. That's like David and Goliath right there.
I don't know how that would go. I don't know how do you even wrestle Marco Stunt if you're Big Show? Like how do you all it takes is one choke slam and that's it. Like that's it.
I mean, that's what I
That's
wanted to
it.
ask you also, Connor. Is like, what do you think about the return of Marco Stunt?
Because you
Yeah, we
know the
I
guy.
saw.
mean, I mean, he's basically your neighbor.
Yeah, we I kind of knew he was going to be there because I saw his family sitting a row ahead of us. So I kind of knew that okay, he's either visiting backstage or he's doing something on the show. And lo and behold, there he is. Uh, it got a little bit of a pop him being there. Uh, I think it was probably just for a one night thing because I feel like
Hmm.
the problem they ran into of having Marcus Hunt is what do you do with him long term? Who he
Right.
can't beat him. He can't beat majority of the wrestlers. I mean, you can put him against Serpentico. I mean, he's kind of his height for John Silver, but the thing that kept him around was the Jurassic Express. Like that's what kept him around for as long as it did, because he was around
True.
Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, so that could help him be around longer. If the Jurassic like the trios titles were made for Jurassic Express, like a team like that, I thought they waited too long to do trios belts because then they broke up a lot of teams. They broke up them. They broke up half the Dark Order. They broke up. There's a lot of teams they broke up. I don't know
True
if they ever get back if they ever get the Jurassic Express back. I think they would sign him full time again. But I don't know. Maybe they'll bring him back on more occasions. But it was in his hometown, so it wasn't far for him to be there. So that's
Hmm.
part of the reason he was there. But it was fun for what it was. Him and Jack Perry against each other. It was
Yeah.
pretty fun. But I knew he had to be doing something because his family was there. There's no way he was. mean, some wrestlers just visit. Oh, this is kind of cool. Jeff Jarrett's the referee. He's the enforcer.
Oh,
Kick him down low. Do a fast count. Jeff Jarrett, you're so slow. Damn, you're so slow. He's too slow.
he's
He don't
not
need to.
helping.
Now he's gonna
Uh-oh,
toss him.
there we go.
He probably could have gotten a 3 right there if it wasn't for Jeff Jarrett. Don't count.
That's
Don't count.
hilarious.
Damn, you're gonna cost him. Damn now. Thanks a lot, Double J.
What did you expect?
Go back
I
to the
don't
back.
know what else you were thinking.
Go back to the back and go back to catering. No one told you to come out of catering.
He put down the ham sandwich and ran to the ring.
Damn. Thanks a lot. Don't count the 3. Act like you see something. Or toss Jameson something. I don't know. Oh, okay. Count. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Dummy. Slow count.
I mean, you got Jeff Jarrett as a referee. I don't know what else. Well, I don't know what else we were expecting.
He's in cost in the match. He could have counted 3 twice now. That dog. What is that? That belt on?
Oh. Oh, jeez.
That's probably it. Don't stop it. If you stop it, I'm never going to see you back on TV.
You know, if you notice, whenever he was getting close to the ropes, Jeff Jarrett kind of got in the way. I'm not sure if you noticed. It was very subtle.
Oh, Danielson's not done. You gotta get out of that somehow.
Oh,
1,
he
2.
looks like he's out.
Wait, did Danielson get it?
Oh, he rolled it over. Hold on, what just happened? Hold on,
Brian Danielson, yeah,
because my shot.
he rolled it over.
He rolled it over. Yeah. Damn, that was smart of
All
him.
right,
Dude,
so
I'll give Danielson that. That was smart.
we got Swerve Strickland versus.
You can tell he was halfway. He was half conscious, man. That was cool.
I thought this is gonna be turned into a
He was
triple
half
threat.
conscious and made that split second decision. Yeah, I think so.
There's no way.
That was a cool ending.
Got Swerve Strickland versus Brian Danielson at All In.
Yep.
That's probably when Swerve Strickland loses his belt.
That was a great finish to that match, man.
Danielson was barely conscious. He was like halfway out and he rolled over with his last bit of consciousness. Like he was that smart to do that. That was a pretty cool story.
All right, Martha Hart's there.
He got the 3 and then passed out.
Hangman's about to come back out and do something. Something's gonna happen here.
Yeah, he walked away just way too quickly.
It'd be funny if he came out with the damn
It's
horse.
Martha.
It'd be funny if he came out with
Yeah.
the damn horse and just ran over Jeff Jarrett with it.
Did he come out behind? Okay, I could have sworn I saw him come back out, but that was just a camera guy, I think.
So Brian Danielson is the 3rd winner of the Owen Hart tournament.
It's great to be back in the saddle.
That is awesome.
In Owen Hart's hometown.
Is it me or does Martha barely age? Martha Hart, like Owen's wife. I mean, widow. She barely ages. That's crazy.
She kind of looks the same the way she did like in '97, except her hair isn't as big as it was.
I award the Owen Cup to Brian Danielson.
Obviously, for seeing at Wembley Stadium. We already know that. I feel there should be more of a victory speech or something with this.
I think
Like,
so
that,
too.
that trophy. There's no way that match stays a singles match. I think it turns into a triple threat. With the help of the EVPs, probably.
Yeah, triple threat would be better though. It'd be
If they do it, it defeats the whole purpose of the Owen Hart tournament. But they've already
That's
defeated the
true.
purpose.
Very true.
They've already defeated the purpose of a lot of things now. So I wonder if they let the wrestlers keep those belts. Because Adam Cole won it first year, then Ricky Starks and Danielson.
I'm sure they have
Cool.
replicas of them if they don't keep the actual ones.
I mean, it's only one time a year, so it's easy to make another one in a year's time. You got a whole year to make another one. So,
It is a beautiful belt. Yeah. Johnny with a question. What is your favorite John Cena match? That's a good question.
yeah, if they didn't for the announcement, we got Money in the Bank. The hard for me to say just one. I like John Cena and RVD. That was a good
Right.
match. He had a lot of matches with Triple
Mhm.
H. I liked Edge. Um, he had a lot of good matches with Batista, CM Punk. Uh, the triple threat with Edge and Edge and RVD. And a lot of good matches with JBL. Shawn Michaels. There's not really anybody bad match with it. Um, I'll probably say the match he
Yeah.
had against Shawn
I
Michaels.
like him and the Big Show. They had some pretty cool matches, and the Firefly a Funhouse match is pretty fun. Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, for me, my best John.
Remember the
My
Big Show
favorite
threw
John.
him into a spotlight. That was pretty awesome. That was one of the coolest spots of him and
Yeah.
of John Cena and the Big Show.
Uh, yeah, probably my favorite is John Cena and Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 23. 23 or 24. I think it was 23.
Let me know.
Oh, that belt. Yeah, they've been doing those belts. I think I don't know if they're the same type belts for the women and men, but they've been giving those out since 2022 when they first did that. And they started the Owen Hart tournament.
Are you still on commercials too?
Yeah.
That
I think there's a good chance Leslie loses his belt at All In.
Yeah.
I could see them putting the title on Danielson until he retires. Well, full time, he had like he was gonna still wrestle part time, but he's retiring in Wrestle Dream, which is in October, and the arena is in his
Yep.
hometown. Like the arena is in Washington, his hometown, so it kind of makes sense they would do it then. He could retire as champion, like Sting did.
That's very possible. Yeah.
I know
And that'd be
Danielson,
cool if he did. I mean, he deserves it.
I know Danielson didn't want to be a champion. If he can matches like that every week, he can be a champion. You can be a champion. There's no way you get dropped on your head every week and you can't be a champion. There's no way.
Right.
And that's his choice of getting dropped on his head. So he's bled there. Like how many times has he bled this year in AEW? Quite a bit.
A,
He can
a
be a
whole lot,
champion.
really.
He can be a world champion at least one more time in his career. At least one time.
Speaking of which, it wasn't more than a couple weeks ago that the EVPs, the elite, have down to this ring for their
They gotta start building their blood and guts teams.
They stepped in this ring, and not only did they offer me,
We got
bribe me with some
Mark
miniature
Briscoe on Sports side. It's probably gonna be the Acclaim and Blood Gun, but I hope not.
on Team Elite. Well, I'm here to officially announce that I will be joining Blood and
We already knew
Guts.
that. You said that last week. Or
Right? He didn't. Yeah, he said that already, right?
Yeah, last week. He's the team captain of Team AEW. That's how we got Mark Briscoe in the match.
Now, like I said, you do not make a team
Now you got hit in the head too many times. We don't need another R-Truth.
I'm going to lead this team. I'm going to step up. And I'm going to do not just one, but two things that Bryan Danielson failed to do this year. One, defeat Will Ospreay, and two,
I don't want to get too cocky.
in victory against
Fine.
the Elite.
You know, when you get too cocky, that's when you screw up. But that should be a good match at All In. That probably should be the main event of the show.
We're now in the Dynasty era, right? And there's been three men that were
I think they should put it at the end of the show. Really, that's one of those matches that, or it's a main event match. Come on, man, let's be honest.
Out of the matches they're building right now, that's the only match that feels like a main event.
champion Will Ospreay.
If
Yeah.
they did MJF and Ospreay, yeah, but they're doing that on free TV for whatever reason. I just hope they book that right. I don't really like why throw a match like that away for just on Dynamite. Why? When your biggest pay-per-view of the year is coming up, I don't get that. They gotta pull something. Like they gotta do something to not do that match next week.
I'll see you at All in London, Brian. And this I firmly promise you, this will be your final count. Whose house? Brian Strickland
Oh,
at All in London.
that's one good match they got for All In. I was wanting Bryan Danielson to win the tournament. I'm glad he won.
I do enjoy Swerve's little jab at Danielson's thing. Your final countdown.
So the women's finals is Mariah, it's Will Nightingale and Mariah May. Mariah May's winning that. Willow was the winner last year. Where's your favorite Johnson a feud? Johnson and Edge was one of my favorites. Johnson and JBL. Johnson, The Rock has got to be up there. Johnson and Punk.
John Cena and Bray Wyatt was always one of my favorites. That whole feud was awesome.
I'll say probably my number one favorite was John Cena and Randy Orton. That's probably a favorite. Hopefully that's his WrestleMania opponent this year. or next year, WrestleMania 41. This is going to be his last WrestleMania. So John Cena and Randy Orton,
Mm-hmm.
I thought would be a good last WrestleMania match.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope,
there's so many different candidates that'll be a perfect WrestleMania match, like for his retirement.
now, if I was booking it, I would have him. I would have John Cena in the Royal Rumble, but lose it. Because I don't. If they're going to do the Rock and Cody, he can't go for that title.
Right.
I mean, I could do John Cena and Walter, but I don't know.
Mm.
I feel like they would want to put the world title match because they were teasing all along doing Punk, Drew, and Rollins for the world heavyweight title. So I don't know how to do that.
Hmm.
Now let's do Punk, Drew, and Rollins without the world title. I could do that, but I don't see them doing that. Something tells me Walter is not going to have a long title run. I don't know.
You think so?
I don't know. Because it feels to me like the big thing going is Rollins, Punk, and Drew. I feel like that would be the biggest match going into Mania. But
Yeah.
if I was doing it, I would have John Cena lose the Royal Rumble. He's going to be at Elimination Chamber. I don't know how you do that. I guess you haven't moved that. And at WrestleMania, have John Cena and Randy Orton. But at SummerSlam, I would do John Cena and Walter and have John Cena beat Walter for the World Heavyweight title. And then John Cena become a 17-time world champion.
That could work. Yeah, definitely.
And then you can run back Cena and Punk again and maybe have Punk take title off of Cena, or you could do a lot of different ways you can do it. It really depends on what is their plans for the World Heavyweight title going into WrestleMania. I know John Cena's not going to go against Cody because, I mean, they could do it, but Cena's not going to win. Because I feel like they planted the seeds for Cody and Rock for a
Yeah.
while. So I don't think there's no getting out of that. And I don't want to get out of it. Well, really, I want to do Rock and Roman, but
No, Rock and Roman. That's like this. That's like the ideal match, really.
I feel like they're going to do it WrestleMania 42. But if it's in Saudi Arabia, I don't want to see it. Like, if they're going to put WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania 42, I don't want to see Rock and Roman there. That's not really the place that should be at. Just say WrestleMania 40. Just say Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania 67.
Really?
Yeah, just save it then. Just keep putting it off. Keep putting it off. John Cena and Sami Zayn will be good. Oh, also to mention, John Cena only needs the Intercontinental Championship to be a Grand Slam champion. He's never won the Intercontinental Championship, so he could be the Intercontinental Champion going into WrestleMania and have that for a little while. Maybe not give him a long run. Maybe if he wins at WrestleMania, have him go from WrestleMania to Clash of the Castle or something. Have him move it there.
Yeah.
And then plan on doing something big for SummerSlam. I understand Goldberg would be interesting. That'd be interesting.
I'm not really. I don't know. I'm not really that big of a Goldberg fan. Not as much as I used to be, but why not?
Dude, almost the entire roster right now in WWE, he's never won against. He's never won against Walter. He's never won against Damian Priest. He's never won against. He's won against Cody Rhodes. He's never won against LA Knight. He's never won against Logan Paul. He never won against. He won against Sami Zayn, but it was just one time. It wasn't really a big feud or anything. He's never won against Dominic Mysterio. He's never won against Carmelo Hayes. I feel like Cena and Carmelo Hayes would be pretty good. John Cena and Braun Breaker.
That's not a bad idea.
There's a lot of people that he hasn't run against that they could do. Maybe they do John Cena and The Rock one more time. That'd be interesting because it's technically a tiebreaker. Cena won one, The Rock won one.
That's right. I didn't think about that.
If they did do John Cena and Goldberg, I don't know where you have it at. Maybe you have it at the Elimination Chamber. Have John Cena win, beat Goldberg. That could be.
I guess.
Goldberg.
I mean, if that's where he had to do it.
That could be Goldberg's last match. I don't know. I would like to see Brock Lesnar and John Cena one more time. If Brock Lesnar can get cleared by, I don't know what's going on with that stuff, but
Yeah, as much as I would love to see that, that's probably far from ever happening.
never know. I don't know what they. I thought WWE wants Brock Lesnar around because he is a big draw, obviously. But
Yeah.
I remember them saying one time that he had to be cleared by WWE legal for him to wrestle anymore. So, and I remember him like when Vince McMahon stepped down, but not really at the time. He was all mad and stuff and didn't want to. He wasn't going to show up. So, I'm curious.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm curious if he would even want to show up now because now because now like Vince McMahon's gone completely now. Like there's no Vince at all. So I'm curious if he would even want to come back.
You know, I thought about that too. I think that if they gave him a big enough bag, he'd do whatever they wanted. If they paid him enough money, Brock Lesnar would do whatever the hell they wanted. Didn't matter if Vince was around or not. I mean, Brock is about money. Brock Lesnar is about his money. If they paid him a big enough bag, he'd hop over there.
But obviously, Brock Lesnar is the end of his career as well. I would like to see Brock Lesnar get a good send off because there's never going to be another Brock Lesnar. But his last match, if I was booking it, should be Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi from NXT. And that's how Brock Lesnar passes the torch right there. Because you could do Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker will probably be the best choice for the next Brock Lesnar. But Oba Femi is just, I don't know.
Oba Femi, yeah.
I feel like that would be a good last match for Brock. I thought that would be interesting. The match I've always wanted to see is Matt Morgan and Brock Lesnar. But I don't know. I don't think that's ever going to happen. You know, this match right here is kind of a dream match. Samoa Joe and Chris Jericho.
It is.
But I would have liked to have seen this when Chris Jericho was actually interesting. Take Chris Jericho from 2008 or 9 and Samoa Joe from Prime TNA. That would be interesting.
Now you're talking.
Like, Samoa Joe's pretty good. I mean, Jericho is all right, I guess. But character-wise, this is probably the worst character he's ever done his entire career. And normally Jericho is pretty good at new characters, new stuff. But this is probably, out of everything, if you had to rate them, all of them, this is probably the worst he's ever done. I prefer anything he did in WCW than compared to the Learning Tree. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, I didn't see that.
Oh.
Out of nowhere. He's already got a broken arm, I think, Brian Keith. See, Jericho can't go in there. You see that?
Yep.
Jericho, I don't know. Maybe it's time. I heard him saying today that he doesn't think he's going to be retiring anytime soon. And he wants to keep wrestling for a few more years. But he said that his body would let him know when it's time to retire.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Like, when it's time, his body will let him know.
I feel like it's already let him know, but he doesn't want to accept that it's let him know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of wrestlers. Are like that. The majority of them are. They'll go until their body won't let them anymore. You
You know,
know.
Jerry Lawler, he can't wrestle now, but he was wrestling like in his 70s.
Yeah.
I know because I went to most of them. It's tops, glass, Legos. It's not tax. It can't be tax. What the hell is that? Alright, I'm confused. There's like horse things. How's that gonna hurt?
What?
No, that's not gonna hurt. What the hell? That's not gonna hurt. What the? Even Samoa Joe's like,
I mean, if he picks them up and hits them with
they're
it, I
just
mean,
like landing on
if you land on them, I mean, they won't really hurt.
That ain't gonna hurt.
It depends on how you land on them, though. I guess.
No, it's not gonna hurt Samoa Joe.
Like if you land on them face first, I'm pretty sure it'll probably hurt.
You gotta like take that and smack it, get like smacks on the head with it. Ooh,
Yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd pick it up and smack him like on the temple or something.
I know that hurt. That's sometimes. Samoa Joe's a big guy, and he landed right on Jericho.
I did. Yeah. But God bless to me. You haven't done the matrimonial polka in 20 years. How come the lazy general still won't salute? Oh, Samoa Joe. The kicks to the outside of Chris Jericho's leg.
That's a low blow. Should be a DQ.
Yeah.
It's legal in a Stampede Street fight.
Oh, this is a Stampede Street Fight. I didn't know.
I'll give him this. It's the first time I've ever seen horseshoes, come into play.
Almost like brass knucks. Just like the knucks that Jericho used on Hook last week. Absolutely. Now Jericho, the walls are locked in. Can Samoa Joe survive this? Jericho punishing Samoa Joe. The Stampede Street Fight continues in picture. Don't go anywhere. Steve are back. Just the best friends.
This is an interesting night.
Yeah, to say the least.
The only thing that's really not good about this episode is the MJF and Ospreay stuff. Like besides that, everything's been pretty good. Like, I don't get that concept.
Yeah, you and me both.
Like, and of course, the AEW fans be like, just enjoy the match. Like, this is all right. All In is their WrestleMania. It should be treated like their WrestleMania, not no regular Dynamite. I don't want to see Ospreay and MJF on Dynamite. I want to see it on All In, the biggest stage of the year for AEW, where
Yeah.
that's going to be the most attended AEW event of the year. It's not going to top last year's, but it's better than having the arena, which Wembley will be happy this year, but it's better than wrestling in a small arena to have empty. Like that's where that match should be at. I don't get the concept. Like they got to do something. Like there's got to be some type of shenanigans next week so that match does not happen. Because my gut feeling tells me, because Tony Khan's is predictable sometimes, is that MJF and them they're gonna have their match next week, and Daniel Garcia is gonna cost MJF, and then it's gonna be Daniel Garcia versus MJF, and then they're gonna rush it and do Will Ospreay and Ricochet.
Yeah. Well.
MJF and Daniel Garcia is not a big match. Maybe for a Dynamite or a Collision or something. Maybe for like All Out or a smaller pay-per-view compared to All In. But and I feel like when you want to do,
I agree. I don't see it as a huge big deal.
And like, why rush? Like, you got Wrestle Dream coming up. Wrestle Dream, Ospreay, Ricochet. That's the match you want to have on there. Why not build that match and build an actual feud between the two, and then have Will Ospreay and Ricochet at Wrestle Dream? I mean, I don't get why everything
Right.
has to be. I don't get why everything has to be rushed just to have a good match. That's like watching a movie and just paying attention, like just making a movie and just doing fight scenes. You don't know why the fight's happening, how the fight happened, and where's the fight going to lead to.
That's pretty accurate. I agree with that. 100%.
Fight might be good, but I would like a little bit more context to it. I don't know. Hopefully they do something. The best case scenario is the match is a time limit draw, and they do a triple threat: MJF, Osprey, and Garcia. I would rather see that than MJF and Garcia.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm not gonna get. I don't have my heart set on it, so I won't be disappointed either way. I've kind of already expect the unexpected with AEW at this point. Or no, expect anything that you're expecting, just expect it. Like, don't get disappointed because you already know what's going to happen. Which next week is Dynamite's 250th episode. I guess you can consider that a big deal, but All In's a bigger deal. I mean, 250. I mean, it's a big number, but you don't really have to put a match like MJF and Osprey on it. Just to, I feel like they're just doing it to do it.
Oh, damn. That crowd's bigger than I thought it was. Now that more the cameras on
Be careful. Tony might be fearing for his life.
them.
Don't want to don't want to do anything too scary in front of him.
You can't be too cautious, man.
Yeah, put all that stuff out in the ring. Don't bring it to the back. Oh, is that coffee? That was hot coffee. It's probably cold coffee, really hot coffee. Ah, of course. Big Bill's in the bathroom.
They're going all over the place.
Belt. I don't think a belt's gonna hurt like that.
Oh.
I feel like if you whip someone with it, it'd hurt more. Can this end already? Wait, who is that? What the hell?
Is anybody
What the hell was that?
going to
Who
help
was that?
Joe?
Who was? What the hell are we doing? Who was that guy? I guess he
Anybody.
was he supposed to.
I have no clue. I have
I don't know what's going on.
I have
Colt
no
Cabana,
clue.
yeah, but the ratings is
They always mentioned his name, but he's like a backstage guy. I'm not sure who the hell that was.
I don't
He
know.
drove through it. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know why this reminds me of like 1997. You know, Raw, WWF Raw,
Yeah.
98, maybe 98 Raw. That's when Attitude Era was kind of like they were going like balls to the wall at that time. Did he just kill Samoa Joe on on national TV?
I guess
Oh
so.
damn, that was pretty cool though. I can't lie. He looks like a psycho now. He just looks like a psycho. He walks away just smiling. I'm trying to figure out who the hell that guy was that ran up to Jericho. I think I've seen him before, like on Being the Elite when it was good.
Being the elite. Yeah, I stopped watching that a long time. But I think they quit doing it. I think they replaced it with the Dark Order show or whatever.
Yeah, they quit doing it for a while. Now it's like Being the Dark Order or something like
Yeah,
that.
like, it's still on the D&D Elite channel. It's just
Yeah.
not with the Elite. I wouldn't watch it anyways. Uh, I thought first it was kind of cool, the backstage stuff with AEW, but after a while it just got kind of, it wasn't the same. Cody Rhodes wasn't on there anymore, and it was just, I don't know, it just wasn't what it was when it was popular.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who do you put Jericho against at All In? I don't want to see the Hook stuff
Say it again.
anymore. I said, like, who do you put Jericho against at All In? Like, I don't want to see Hook anymore.
well,
They've already done that so many times. I don't want to see, like, who do you put him against?
Jeez.
They'll probably do Hook, I bet.
That's a good question. Honestly, I have no clue who you put with Jericho. I mean, because they still have an Instagram with Hook, so yeah, Hook would be a good answer.
But his contract expires this summer. And I don't know if he's re-signed yet or not. But there was reports of him wanting to explore free agency. If anyone's seen NXT on Heatwave, you saw that Ethan Page won the NXT Championship. I feel like that win was a statement to wrestlers. Like Wardlow, like Ricky Starks, that we're actually going to use you good here. By putting I don't think they put the title on him just for that simple reason, but that may have been one of the reasons.
Right.
They could do Jericho and Shibata. I don't think they've had a one-on-one match with them two. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be Samoa Joe.
No, I don't think so. Now that you mention him.
I don't think it's going to be Samoa Joe now on Jericho. I think Joe's going to the hospital for a few weeks.
No, I doubt it. Yeah, Jericho just attempted murder. Oh boy.
Well, there he goes. Bye-bye, Joe. Into the hospital.
Fans, the action continues here tonight on Dynamite.
All right, we got this fatal four-way match.
Receive a shot at the AEW International
All right, that makes sense.
That 1 week from
We were talking about this in our group chat. It was just a normal
Do
fatal
you think
four.
Joe's on? I mean, the whole thing about Joe's, I've heard a lot of people saying that, Joe is on his way out, and now they're trying to bury him and all this stuff. I mean,
Can you hear me?
I think I may have a delay. I'm sorry. I think I may have a delay.
Yeah, I think it was a little delay.
Yeah, I can hear you. I just think I have a delay. Let me jump out and jump back in.
Yeah, he'll be. Mr. will be back in a little while. We had a delay there. Oh, Johnny. The winner should be getting shot at Jack Perry. Well, we were talking about this on a group chat, and it was just a normal fatal four-way match, and they had like a name to it. And then we were saying like the winner of this should get a because of the name of this fatal four-way match. It had vibes of the international title, so whoever wins this should get an international title shot. So they said before this match started, whoever wins this gets a shot at the international championship. So, but they do need to start thinking about who they're going to put Jack Perry against next. His first title defense was against Marco Stunt, but they're going to have to have someone like legitimately like they could put him against Mark Briscoe. They could do especially at All In. Like who do you put him against at All In? I know the All In card is pretty decent. Probably getting maybe Rebecca, Mercedes, Osprey. I hope they not do it. I hope they don't rush Osprey and Ricochet. Like, well, that would be a good match, but they've got Wrestle Dream in October. Why not save that to Wrestle Dream? Like, it's Dream matches, Wrestle Dream. Why not save that for then? And just continue doing the story you're doing. You can have Ricochet debut and not do anything with Osprey until like end of September, October. Like save it then. Like don't rush it because like it's August. When is All In? I mean, he's probably going to AEW Ricochet. It's probably not going up for debate now. All In is August 25th. So you got a little bit. They could do Ricochet and Will Ospreay. We've seen this before where they'll do a big match like Punk and MJF or Edge and Christian, on regular Dynamite, then they do it again on pay-per-view. They could do that. They could do it again, but I don't want to see a plain singles match with MJF and Garcia on Dynamite. I don't want to see that. They really should be saving because they don't have long to All In. We're July 10th today. I mean, you can drag that to All In. I mean, Cody was able to drag out a feud with Punk for a while, and that was the best AEW feud of all time, probably. Like, that's up there. It is. Okada hasn't defended the Continental Championship in a long time. His last defense was against Dax Harwood, and that was before Double or Nothing, I believe. That was in May. It's been over like 2 months since he's defended that belt. Like his world title and international title getting the spotlight. Yeah, they don't have a good balance of titles. That's why I say a brand split would help with that. Especially tag and trios. Like they're always getting overshadowed. One's getting overshadowed. Really, right now, the trios or tag isn't doing anything. The trios are up and down. The tag titles aren't doing anything. They're not. Ever since the Young Bucks won them, they haven't defended them once. TNT is it's there. TBS is pretty noticeable, and women's is noticeable. The women's are pretty evenly balanced. A Continental, like that belt's been forgotten about. Like he hasn't defended the belt since May or something. Like he should be defending that every 2 weeks or something. Like you got 3 shows, man. Okada could be on Rampage or Collision defending the belt. Like he doesn't have to be on Dynamite because that's how titles makes me. Put Okada against Claudio, and that'd be a decent match. I don't think they've ever done that before. John Silver's a pretty good singles wrestler. Put John Silver in Okada. And there's different things you can do.
That to consume him. He needs to keep on at the task at hand because remember, doesn't just have Tomohiro Ishii to worry about. He's got Claudio Castagnoli back as well. Fletcher. Now looking for something big. Tomohiro Ishii. He needs to drop this guy right on his head. Great buster from the top. That's what I'd like to see.
I thought, and why is Ishii in this match? You got Kyle Fletcher, Claudio, Ishii, and who's the other guy in this match? Pac is in this match. He did that seems about right before Double or Nothing. So May 15th. We're in July 10th. It's been over a month. Almost 2 months since he's defended that belt. That's crazy. How does that happen? How does that happen? Like he's in the top feed of the entire company. How does that happen? Like obviously they don't. Obviously they didn't have a long-term plan for him and won the belt. That doesn't make any sense.
Coming in any better?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. All right.
All right, we're good.
Holy smokes, I didn't think he'd get out of it. Too much athleticism.
Oh, snap. That was a nice clothesline.
Ooh, suplex.
Nice.
I don't know why he's in this match, but I don't like when they bring unsigned talent and have them get TV time over guys who are doing nothing. That just never makes sense to me. You got Brian Cage, Lance Archer, Kip Sabian, John Silver, Lee Moriarty. All these guys don't do anything. Jay Lethal. I mean, Jay Lethal would have been perfect for this match. He's older, but he can
True.
still go. Like, Jay Lethal can still go. Like, you got Ricky Starks, Wardlow. Like, what are all these guys doing? Oh, we got it. About to close it.
Whoa.
Claudio almost had him. And they did say before this match, whoever won this match got a #1 contendership for the international title. So Pac will be the next challenger for Ospreay or MJF.
Now earning a shot at the AEW International Championship.
The bastard Pac got that one. That was
The inaugural
a good win for him, which is something that he needed, of course.
name. But now he has an opportunity to reclaim it.
That makes no sense.
Safe to say, things have not been going well for me recently.
You know, what is their plan for Pac in All In? You know, that's his hometown, the UK. Last year he was injured and wasn't on the show.
Bold promises, and I have suffered many humiliating failures. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do next, you see.
Right.
But what I do know is this. It's all in season. And the bastard will not be denied my Wembley moment. I can promise you that. So let tonight's victory stand as a line in the sand.
Damn. Then give me his business.
We'll be back. Well, Pac, he missed all in last year, but now potentially with a chance to capture the International Championship at all in
Son, what's
Right.
going on, man? Thanks for joining us.
earlier
Staying
tonight.
home and getting the feed. Pretty much. That's what AEW thrives not to be. Like when AEW first started, they were going to be different than that. They just.
Yeah.
Hassan, thanks for watching. Kids' Choice Awards and AEW Collisions on Saturday night. With the Nickelodeon.
Excuse me. If I could get a little bit of respect for what I'm trying to do here too, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. You're okay. If you're a fan of the Kids' Choice Awards, I mean, you got to pick
Well, I
one.
wasn't laughing at that, but like what Renee was saying, the Hangman.
I was laughing at
This
both.
might, this might be the match we do for All In, Okada and Hangman. Yeah, I'm assuming it's the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. That's the only Kids' Choice Awards I know of. Maybe Disney does something like that. I don't know. I know Nickelodeon.
I don't think Disney ever did anything like that.
I know Nickelodeon normally does like Kids' Choice Awards.
It's about what that's what it's gotta be. He busted. It looks like he agreed.
Mercedes Monet. Monet. I don't know if it's Monet or Money. I end up saying money at the end of it. I mean, at the end of the day, I end up calling her, Mercedes money.
Mhm.
So before we celebrate, I want to set the record straight about the past, the present, and the future. Because these two titles, and everybody here knows that I am the past, the present, and the future. Because I'm the best there was, the best there is, and the best that there ever will be.
Whoa! Did she just say that?
Yeah.
Oh man. That's who should like. Am I right on this? But I mean, shouldn't Britt be the one to take the belt from her?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I'm not alone thinking that. Do you think they'll ever make another season of AEW All Access?
Possibly. It'd be interesting if they did. I think it should be all new wrestlers though.
Yeah.
First season they focused on Adam Cole, Britt Baker, Sammy Guevara, and Ty Conti, the Elite, or at least the Young Bucks. They did. I think they should do a completely different lineup. There's a lot of wrestlers there, so it's not hard to choose. They could do Daniel Garcia. They could do Will Ospreay, Jericho.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people you can pick between. Like last year, like they had like three main people, and then behind the scenes stuff they showed everybody. But like show focus is like three different people. Like it was Young Bucks, Sammy Guevara, Britt Baker, and Adam Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You can find that
I
on
think,
Max, I think.
yeah, they should make a season 2 with a whole different lineup. No, there won't be another season of AEW Fight Forever. Today was the last thing of season 4, and that's supposed to be the end of the game right there. There won't be a
Yep.
season 5, and that's it. The last season 4 is what we're left with in the game. In my honest opinion, like that was a big disappointment. Even though it's their first game, it's like they put no effort and there wasn't a long term plan for that game when it came out.
True. Yeah.
They didn't know what they were doing.
It became kind of a
They
cash grab. I hate to admit it.
they didn't even make enough cash really. Like they lost millions in that game. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how you they hyped that game up a lot. You know, Kenny Omega hyped it up. Tony Khan hyped it. Like this is going to be the best wrestling game since No Mercy or Here Comes the Pain, and it was the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Very
it's
much
the
so.
worst game of all time, but it's not the worst game of all time, but it's up there in the top 10 for worst games of all time. It's better than 2K20, WWE 2K20. It's better than that. But
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you can't do a 3-way ladder match, tag team ladder match. You can't do a steel cage match. You can't do a trios match. You can't do anything. Like, how do you have a game without a tag team ladder match? Brandon Cutler. Oh, Darby Allin. I'm guessing he's going to be in Blood and Guts.
There we go.
He even cleared.
I guess so. We got Tony.
So why did Britt
Oh,
Baker?
okay.
What did Britt Baker do when she came out?
Uh, basically just talked up how she was gonna. I think pretty much gonna take the title. I mean that's who should have the title. You're making you got to make an appointment. I love me some Willow. I got Willow on this one. I gotta go with my girl. Let's go, Willow. Let's get it. Let's get it, Willow. If I start delaying again at any point, y'all let me know.
All right.
This should be a good one. All right, the women's tournament final. This should be awesome. I'm back in Willow. Oh, nice chop. Who we got in this one, Connor?
I got Mariah May in this one.
All right, okay. Oh, that was a nice drop kick by her.
What-
Oh, he's got him tied on the ropes. Man, I look pretty stiff to the back though. A drop kick. Kind of a slow pace now. What was that spinning sidewalk slam that Willow did? That was pretty cool.
Who sucked the life out of this?
Whoa, nice camera.
I got Swerve versus Okada next week.
Swerve and Okada.
They're just doing the
That's
all
gonna
this
be a
with-
good match, honestly.
Stunner, man. Scoop down the slam and remember
They're just trying to pop a rating for anything. Like they're that desperate.
It is official. Hangman Adam Page has
And you watch, it doesn't pop a rating at all.
You're probably right about that too, Connor.
It doesn't make sense at all. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
It kind of came out of
Well,
nowhere. I mean, you're right. I don't get it.
Tony will never get it. He'll never get it. I mean, there's one thing that I heard from Bully Ray that every good booker learned from another booker like Paul Heyman. I forget who they said he learned by. He learned by someone. Like each big time booker was under the learning tree of someone. Who was Tony
Right.
Khan? Who was Tony Khan's learning tree? Dave Meltzer. like as I is, like he hasn't really been
That's a fair point. Yeah.
like, and Melder's not even an actual wrestling booker. Like he's just a fan. He's just a fan. That
Exactly.
that's all he is. Like, if that's who he considers his learning tree, that's already a lot of problems.
I mean, put it like this. I mean, Tony Khan is now he's a cool guy. No disrespect to him, but he's like just like you said, just a rich dude who said, "Hey, Dad, I want a wrestling company." He's like, "Dad, okay." He's like, "Cool, I'll front you the money for it." Like, it's kind of like I want that. It's like you ever seen the toy or Richie Rich or anything like that? It's just like
He's a real
it's
life.
no different.
He's a real life Richie Rich.
This feels like everyone's
There you go. Exactly.
He wants to sign everybody. He wants to do stuff doesn't make no sense. As long as it's a good match, who cares? I mean, the company could be, there could be 10 people in the crowd and he'd be happy. As long as he got a good match. Stupid.
As long as the sickos are happy, that's cool.
God,
Damn the wrestling fans. We need to carry those sickos.
Yeah, there's not many of them. You don't know what the hell he's doing. Stupid. MJF and Ospreay on Dynamite. And why? I mean, they did Punk and MJF and they dragged that out for months. And it was still interesting and they kept the story going. Why couldn't they have done the same thing for this?
I mean, I think it comes down to what we've been talking about this whole time. He needs to delegate and get somebody back there that knows how to book a wrestling show.
He doesn't need back there, period. Like, he needs to be the business guy, like getting a new TV deal done, getting on Max, getting stuff done while someone else actually knows what the hell they're doing booking the show. Because, I mean, someone tells me, Pac won the match tonight. Pac and Ospreay would be a good match at All In, but there's not much of a story there. Like for MJF and Ospreay, there is a story there if you continue to build it. But what they're probably going to do is Garcia causes MJF. We get MJF and Garcia at All In. And we get Ospreay against Ricochet, or we get him against Pac. Doesn't matter for us.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, though. Yeah.
Even it's stupid, but he just wants to rush it, just to do it. And why were we even building towards MJF and Ospreay? So we were just building towards it just for a Dynamite match all this time. Like MJF and Ospreay is the bigger match than any of those matches. Like Ospreay and Ricochet will just be a good match. That's all it'll be is a good match. But Ospreay MJF could be an actual good story and match. I mean, how do you go from putting MJF in the main event against Adam Cole to the next year him going against a mid-carder and Daniel Garcia? How does that happen?
Good question.
I mean, Daniel Garcia is a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler and all, but he's not a big name. He's not. He's a good wrestler, and that's it. He's not a household name. He's not a big name. He doesn't draw anything. And that's not a knock at him. That's just truth. Maybe in a few years he'll be a bigger star. But they've kind of start, push Garcia for a while. And you can't expect him to be a big star overnight. That's just not how things work.
situation before 1 year ago. As Mariah sizing up. Willow, oh, the knee strike avoided. Willow, the roll up. No, not the roll up. Instead, counters. Willow, knife handle. Fisherman.
No, that was good. Fisherman suplex.
Kicking the legs and able to kick out. Barely. She's still in there.
Nice.
Mariah, though, finds her feet, swinging a miss. Willow.
I knew they were gonna kill it.
Man, these girls are killing it tonight.
By Mariah. Right time, right place. Wow. Watch here, first to power. Off the blade with the power. Quick kick out. You can see Mariah may have all the place. Needed it to take down. What is this? Sting sweatshirt on.
I knew it. I knew it.
That's still under.
I was wondering if Chris was gonna show up. Oh, come on. Jeez. What a sequence that was. Willow kicks out like 2.99. That was pretty awesome. Oh. The Willow bomb to the corner. Ah, damn. Girl, your girl won, Connor.
Good, Mariah May wins.
Oh. Did you see that coming?
Oh,
Did not see that one coming. It's a
Mariah
bit
May,
justified, though, don't you think?
Mariah May turns on Tony Storm and Luther.
I think that was kind of her plan the whole time.
Kind of sloppy though. You can hit hard with that belt. Oh, Tony Storm's bleeding.
Oh, yes, she is.
Push him off the stage. Oh,
Nope, there's Connor. He'll be right back, folks.
Jeez, man, what an ending to that one. Did anybody else see that coming or not? I didn't see that coming. I certainly did not see that coming. Oh my goodness. Well, I think we now know what her intentions are now. I think hell of an ending to that show.
Connor will be back in just a second to close the show out. He had just a little bit of an issue. And oh my God, look at her bleed. She is busted open. You're not kidding. Look at this.
I gotta say it's about time, honestly. Rad Booze, you give it a 7 out of 10. That's not bad. The finish was pretty cool. The ending of the show is pretty badass. I didn't see that. I didn't see that turn coming.
That was the end of AEW Dynamite. Playing that heel. Yeah, it was a good ending. Overall, it was an okay show. It wasn't. It wasn't as good as last week's show. If I had the grade, I give it a 7 out of 10. Give me some 9. What about you, Mr. Jacobs?
You know, it was a decent show. It wasn't. It wasn't really that bad for me. I think for me, I'm gonna give it a solid. No, actually, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I'll say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. Rag gives it a 7 out of 10. 9 out of 10. It was a good show. It was a bit of a step down from last week. Out of this whole episode, you guys probably know my concern. Why aren't we doing MJF and Will Ospreay on Dynamite? I mean, we have All In coming up, the biggest show of the year. Shouldn't that be on All In? Like, why not just do MJF and Garcia next week instead? I mean, nobody's going to care for that match anyways. I mean, it'll be a good match, but why does it have to be an All In?
Right.
It makes no sense. I mean, they're just doing this just to do it. AEW is coming back. Thought they came back 4 times already.
Exactly.
But the overall show was pretty good. Danielson and Ospreay, I mean, Danielson and Swerve, Danielson and Hangman was a good match. That was the best match of the show. The Joe and Jericho was an okay match. The 4-way was pretty good. The main event was good. The Mercedes and Britt Baker stuff I thought should have been a little bit better because Britt Baker didn't really say a whole lot. She just came out and said a few words and that was it. But I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Still,
True.
I don't get the matchmaking for All In. I don't get it. Why are we MJF Ospreay on Dynamite? And it's in Arkansas. I mean,
I don't have a clue, honestly.
they're just throwing away a big match for just a small crowd. But yeah, that was it for Dynamite. Definitely check out Talking Elite tomorrow night. I'm not sure what the topic's going to be, but definitely check out our socials. We'll be back for that tomorrow. Also, check out our socials: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, TikTok, on Apple Podcasts. We're everywhere. The All Elite Zone. And definitely go check out AEZ Canada from last night. It was a very good show. Matt does a good job with that. Yeah, definitely go check out the Wide World of Wrestling podcast as well. That's the sister channel of the All Elite Zone. We do Raw Reaction, SmackDown, and there is a new show in the works, the Pod Champs, that will be on the Wide World of Wrestling podcast, exclusively on there. That is coming pretty soon. CO versus DMD. Now, hopefully that match is at All In. If that match isn't at All In, I don't know what the hell we're doing. It's the first
All
time they're
right.
going to Little Rock. They've never been to the state of Arkansas, period. They've never been to Little Rock. This is AEW's first debut in Arkansas. But it is their 250th episode, which is not a big deal compared to All In. Like if you're comparing All In Wembley Stadium to the 250th episode in Little Rock, Arkansas, which one's the bigger one? All In. So
That's
I don't feel
yeah.
like how do you put MJ against Adam Cole to having him go against Daniel Garcia at all? Hopefully they have something better planned for this because right now they got MJF in a bad spot for All In. But yeah, for Talking Elite tomorrow. I don't know what topic is, as I said, so definitely check out our socials. Find
Yep.
a topic for it. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow night for Talking Elite.